When we roll through reality, the streets get still. Urso Mafia in the cut, moving ice cold steel. Bear mask on, every step got weight. We don't flex for attention, we dictate fate. Beauty in the front, that's the white bear's throne. Boss with a stare that can freeze straight through bone. Katrina by his side, queen with a mind like a blade. Soft voice, sharp wit, the empires get made. Dimitri at his shoulder, that's blood and command. Right hand, so Lord, he don't need a demand. Borders in the wind like a ghost in the snow. Help build the whole empire, now we moves where we don't know. Al in the back, wild card with a grin. Enforcer of the family, let the chaos begin. Diego's the soldier, down for anything said. Loyal to the last breath, he'll ride till he's dead. Mike in the driver's seat, engine ready to roar. Cops hit the lights and his pedal to the floor. Tires burn, streets blur, he don't ever lose pace. If freedom's on the line, he's winning that chase. From the docks to the clubs, every corner we roam. Reality City knows exactly who owns the throne. Urso on the rise, better watch where you tread, cause the bears run the city. Enough said.
Это сделано. Дмитрий.
Да, брат. Все прошло тихо. Хорошо, пусть город знает, медведи проснулись.
И никто не уйдет от земли.
It is done, man. We the solemnly we the pursuers. Any road majority thinks I'm you and they bite. From the frost to the streets, we were born for the fight. Cross the family once and you're gone from sight. Bear stepping in, whole room goes numb. Voice calm, but the orders hit harder than a drum. Built from the frost where the ruthless survive. Every move calculated, that's how empires thrive. Eyes like wind to see the truth through lies. He don't raise his tone, he don't need to rise. Respect ain't asked for, respect gets earned. Cross Yuri once and the whole city gets burned. Katrina walks in, silence hits like a wave. Beauty with a mind sharp enough to engrave. Reads every angle, every motive, every play. She's the whisper in the dark that can shift the whole day. Standing by Yuri, but she's power on her own. Heart of the family, still wrapped in bone. Enemies, underestimate, that's the fatal mistake. She's the queen of reality, like no error in the take. Dimitri moves quiet, but his presence is loud. Shadow to the boss, feared by the crowd. Bloodline loyalty, deeper than the snow. He acts before you think, that's the way things go. Never questions orders, never hesitates to ride. If Yuri's the brain, Dimitri's the iron beside. Cold as Siberia, steady as a blade. He's the brother you call when the debts must be paid. Borders built a foundation, then vanished in the night. A legend in the alleys, a rumor in the light. Some say he's watching, some say he's gone, but the streets still whisper his name at dawn. Moves like smoke, never seen, never caught. But every brick in Urso came from battles he fought. A ghost in reality, but his legacy stays. The silent architect of the mafia's ways. Yeah, words in
The shadows moving silent through the night. Urso Mafia in reality, we own every bite. From the frost to the streets, we were born for the fight. Cross the family once and you're gone from sight. Bears in the shadows moving silent through the night. Urso Mafia in reality, we own every bite. From the frost to the streets, we were born for the fight. Cross the family once and you're gone from sight.
bears in the shadows moving silent through the night. Urso Mafia in reality, we own every bite. From the frost to the streets, we were born for the fight. Cross the family we once and you're gone from sight. Al kicks doors down with a grin on his face. Chaos in his blood, but he keeps it in place. When the family calls, he's the first one in. Storm of destruction wrapped up in the sin. Laughs in danger, thrives in the heat. He's the hammer you drop when you need concrete. Unpredictable, unstoppable, that's his code. He's the wildfire burning down the enemy's road. Diego stands firm, never flinches, never bends. The kind of soldier every mafia defends. Down for the family, down for the cause. He'll fight through hell without taking the pause. Heart of a warrior, mind of a vet. He's the one you trust when the stakes are set. Loyal to the death, that's the oath he swore. He's the backbone of Urso, the heart of the war. Mike grips the wheel like it's part of his soul. Engine growls low as he locks in his roll. Cops hit the lights and his pedal to the floor. He's gone in the flesh, they don't see him no more. Knows every alley, every shortcut, every turn. Tires scream loud while the engines burn. When escape is the mission, he's the one you call. Cause Mike don't run, he evaporates from it all.
From the eyes to the streets of San Andreas, a
Man don't choose the life chooses him. Born in the frost where the daylight dies, Northern Russia where the truth cuts ties. Mama did what she had to just to keep me alive. In the world so cold, only the ruthless survive. Bought as a bride, shipped across the sea. New father in the States, treated us like family. Childhood blurred by the years that passed, but the warmth in the home made the pain fade fast. Grew up fast, factory dust in my lungs. Clocking in, clocking out, just a life among the young. 20 years grinding, trying to find my lane, but the purpose I chased always slipped from my frame. So I packed one bag, took a flight to the west. San Andreas skyline sitting heavy on my chest. Got a job in the taxi, thought I found my star. Helping strangers every day with the genuine heart. But the city don't care about kindness or grace. Soon I found a pistol staring dead in my face. Low like scum, saw a number as a payday score. Didn't matter who it was, just to target, nothing more. Hospital lights, blood stains on my shirt. Cop shrugged it off like my life held no worth. So I called back home, said, brothers, I'm done. And that's the night the real story begun. Borders landed first, stepped off with a step. Learned the city's darkness in the cold night air. Lucky shots fired and we made it out alive. That's when he said, Yuri, this place won't let you survive. Dimitri followed next, quiet strength in his stride. 3 and some brothers standing side by side. In a city built on chaos, greed and fear. We carved out a path, made our purpose clear. We weren't like the thugs who preyed on the weak. We stood for the ones who had no voice to speak. Honor, loyalty, respect, that's the code we chose. In the world full of snakes, we refuse to be those. Urso was born from the ashes of pain. A family forged stronger, the money you gain. Good man doing bad things when the moment demands. Protecting our own with unshakable hands. From the frost to the north to the streets of the west, we rose from the struggle, survived every test. Urso Mafia built from blood and fire. Not villains, just men shaped by a world that conspires. From the cold we came, in the cold we stand. Urso forever.
She was raised where the winters bite hard, where dawn means work and the nights leave scars. A farm girl with fire and a quiet breath. Beauty shaped by struggle, not by chance or dress. You met her young, heart wild and unsure. She loved him steady, patient, pure. They planned a life beneath the village sky, till fear took his hand and made him say goodbye. Years rolled by like cold went through grain, but her heart still carried his shadow and name. Then Dimitri called, voice low control, saying Yuri was robbed, shaken and cold. She didn't hesitate, didn't question her past, didn't curse his leaving all the pain that it cast. She booked the first flight with trembling hands, a woman ready to cross oceans for her man. She's the shield in the storm, the calm in the pain, the woman who came running when she heard his name. No threat makes her falter, no danger she fears. Katrina stands ready when the dark draws near. She walked through the gates of reality's roar, a stranger to the city but a warrior at the core. The skyline towered, the chaos pressed in, but nothing could shake the resolve in her skin. She found Yuri wounded, fighting to stand, and took his broken spirit gently in hand. Not a tear, not a tremble, just a love that stayed true. A promise rekindled the moment she whispered, I never stopped choosing you. Now she stands with the brothers, fierce and proud, a quiet force that can silence a crowd. She's beauty with backbone, softness with bite, a woman who'll fight for her family's right. Cross her husband, her kin, all the vows that she keeps, and you'll see what a farm girl becomes when the world cuts deep. Not rage, not cruelty, but a strength that won't bend. Katrina defends what she loves until the very last end. She came for Yuri, she stayed for the family, and the Urso name has never stood stronger. She came for Yuri, she stayed for the family, and the Urso name has never stood stronger.
Some men live loud, some men live forever. Boris never needed a spotlight, he became the shadow.
Boris came from the frost where the weak don't last. Raised in the land where the future dies fast. Oldest of the brothers with the weight on his back. Learned early that survival ain't a skill, it's a pack. Hands rough from the winter's mind sharp as a blade. He carried the family through every storm they made. Never asked for praise, never needed the crown. He was the quiet force, holding everything down. When you recall home, broken, beaten, betrayed, Boris didn't hesitate, no fear, no delay. Booked the flight that night, didn't pack a thing, just a promise in his chest and the frost he brings. Landed in the city with a stare like steel. Learned the danger fast, learned the threat was real. First night out, bullets cut through the dark, but Boris hit back, left a signature mark. He moved like smoke, never loud, never seen, but every criminal whispered their Russians mean. Didn't brag, didn't posture, didn't flex for fame, but the streets learned quick to respect his name. He built a foundation, brick by silent brick. Handled problems quiet, handled problems quick. If Yuri was the mind and Dmitri the hand, Boris was the shadow that guarded the land. And one day he faded like snow in the night. No goodbye, no warning, just gone from sight. Some say left town, some say still roams, a ghost in reality protecting his home. Boris ain't gone, he just fades with the dusk, a whisper in the wind with a presence you trust. His footsteps linger where the cold winds blow. The silent guardian the city will never outgrow. He's the ghost in the snow, the whisper in the street, the shadow at your back when your heart skips a beat. Boris never needed glory, never needed trust, cause legends don't die, they just turn into dust. Urso stands tall cause Boris laid the ground. Every rule, every bond, every oath is bound. Honor, loyalty, respect, that's the code he wrote, etched in the frost like a final note. And when the city trembles at the name we claim, it's cause Boris built the fire that fuels our flame. He's the brother you don't see but you always feel, the ghost of Urso, the blade behind the steel.
Some men live loud, some men live forever. Boris lives in the silence.
Stand straight, breathe slow. When the Dmitri moves, the city holds its breath. Dmitri wasn't born, he was tempered and nice, a soldier of the north where hesitation's a vice. While other kids played, he learned control, learned to lock fear down deep in his soul. Middle brother but the strongest spine, a man built for order in a world out of line. No chaos in his blood, no panic in his stance, just a cold steady heartbeat ready to advance. When you recall home, Dmitri didn't debate, he moved like a soldier responding to fate. No questions, no doubts, just boots on the ground. A man whose loyalty knows no bounds. He grew life from soil with a disciplined hand, a botanist first with a mind that could command. Ran a shop full of green but his roots ran deep, always working hard when the city sleeps. Steel in his voice, loyalty in his stride. Dmitri walks forward with the family at his side. No mercy for betrayal, no promise he breaks. The right hand of Urso, doing whatever it takes. Then the coward struck the shop like a weak militia raid. Tried to break the line that Dmitri made. Held the family hostage, thought they'd fracture his core. But Dmitri stood still, a soldier ready for war. They stole rice, spilled blood, tried to shake his command, but he stayed locked in like a general who planned. No fear in his eyes, no tremble, no rust, just a man calculating who to turn into dust. Now the city feels a shift when he walks the street, a rhythm like marching, precise concrete. He ain't loud, ain't wild, ain't fueled by rage. He's the quiet execution, earning chapters of a page. Cross you to you face fury, a storm you can't read. But cross Dmitri, you face a soldier fulfilling a need. He don't chase vengeance, he enforces the code, a disciplined shadow on a militant road. Honor is his armor, loyalty his blade, a man who stands firm when the bravest fade. And when the city trembles at the sound of our tread, it's Dmitri's march echoing inside their head. He's the brother you call when the world goes black, the iron of Urso, the force that never cracks. Stand straight, watching. Move with respect.
You were my deal on a wild ass day. Tried to rob his truck, thought he'd scare him away. But they'll just laugh like, man, you're insane. And somehow that moment rewired the game. No shouting, no threats, no fists in the air. Just two future brothers who didn't know they'd be there. A robbery gone sideways, a friendship born fast. Some bonds are forged in the strangest of past. He'll play the daylight like a man with a plan, shaking hands with the city while he mapped every scan. He wore that clean smile like a blade in disguise, a businessman's charm with a hustler's eye. Bought a burger shot joint on the quiet little block, where secrets built faster than the fire could pop. Folks talk freely thinking he wasn't here, but Dio got every whisper like music in here. He's the mind in the crowd, the ghost in the deal, the smile you trust till you learn what's real. Money, intel, danger, he keeps it all clear. Theo's the quiet force every hustler should fear. He built a web out of rumors, receipts and loose lips, turn gossip to gold with a businessman's grip. Every whisper, every deal, every name in the dark. Theo mapped the whole city like a blueprint chart. He fed the family intel they'd never obtain, kept the gears turning smooth like a well-oiled chain. Treasurer by title, but more by design. He guarded their money like the vault was his spine. But don't let the clean shoes fool you at all. Theo's the type to stand firm when the others might fall. He'll grab a gun quick if the family's in need. No hesitation, no flinch, just loyalty and speed. He's the calm in the chaos, the brain with the bite. A businessman first, but a brother in the fight. Cross the Urso name and you learn real fast. Theo's the quiet storm you never see pass. He's the mind in the crowd, the ghost in the deal, the smile you trust till you learn what's real. Money, intel, danger, he keeps it all clear. Theo's the quiet voice every hustler should feel. He's the one in the daylight, the one they don't fear. But the family stands stronger, knowing Theo is near.
Wild card. Loud. Relentless. Urso Mafia bears dope. Born where the coke run ships and the sun don't care. Third world blood salt in his steer. 5 years old on a deck full of sins. Miami bound ghosts all dead but him. Waves took names, took souls, took breath. Left a child with fate and the sin of death. Stranded days, nights carved in pain. One last banana, hunger in his brain. Russian shadow on the horizon, slow. Wood hull creaking like a deer with the devil below. He dove in faith, lungs burning, skin torn. One mission in his head, get to the boat, bone. Banana for a gun, yeah, that's how it began. Traded hunger for hate, made a boy into a man. From the ocean to the streets, from the cell to the throne. Albert Smith standing tall, heart cold as stone. Wild card, loud, relentless. Hear the streets talk. Bear blood in his veins when the enforcers war. They fed him rage, taught him still over fear. Groomed by Russians, every lie sincere. Urso Mafia bears by the name. Claws in the game, no shame in the flame. Fresh start stained in the Los Santos file. Kidnapping, interrogation, 10 years hostile. Concrete years, walls whispering truth. You don't choose the life, it chooses you. Now he's free, but the hunger still breathes. Coke, crack, heroin, weed on the breeze. Smuggler by nature, sinner by choice. Gets what he wants, gun or the voice. Banana for a gun, never banana for peace. Once you starve like that, the hunger don't cease. From a lost little boy to a fit enforcer's name. Urso on his back, bear carved in his frame. Wild card, loud, relentless. Hear the streets talk. Bear blood in his veins when the enforcers walk. Lost old friends to the tide and the grave. Now he guards what he got. Every soul he could save. Jail time don't scare him. Offense don't matter. Family first. Hear the law shatter. Past the ghost. Future knocking real loud. Money on his mind. Head low in the crowd. Could've changed past, but the dice were cast. He chose who he was way back in the past. Los Santos nights. Know his silhouette. Smoke in the air. Blood money with. Forced to be reckoned. Bear never bends. Urso Mafia till the world ends. From shipwreck to cell blocks, to streets soaked in flame. Albert Smith survived. Remember the name. The past is gone. The future awaits.
and the bear takes.
Yo, Dago came up with a nice stay loud. Sirens in the distance, hope lost in the crowd. Learned early, trust in. Money talk heavy, every lesson carved deep. Left his mind steady, hands in the hustle. Eyes never lazy, didn't want fast wins. Wanted something that lasts maybe. Watch the city eat souls for a slice of the pie. So we slowed every step, let the reckless fly. Came of age in the grind, found work in rotation. Cookies dispensary, clean face temptation. Glass jar shining, blue walls bright. But the real education came after night. Grow with respect or it dies in your hands. Same rule for the streets, same rule for a man. Pressure makes diamonds or breaks your plan. Bear cold forever, we don't fold, we stand. Grow with respect or it dies in your hands. Same rule for the streets, same rule for a man. Pressure makes diamonds or breaks your plan. Bear cold forever, we don't fold, we stand. Met Dimitri in the back, mid-voice, sharp stare. Similar speech, quiet mind like he'd already been there. Diego saw hunger, mixed with discipline. Said if you touch plants, you gotta honor them. Taught him to grow, not the flashy talk, but the science of patience. How the roots still walk, life cycles, nutrients, curing with care. Said rush the harvest, you kill what's rare. They bonded on knowledge, not clout or hype. Two men in the back, while the front sold life. Dispensary shelves to the rooms out of sight. Learning how to turn pressure into profit done right. From glass jars to iron claws, yeah, we grew it from the dirt. Lego lights in the front, back rooms taught us what it's worth. Good man, bad hands, still the people come first. Urso on the chest, bear scars in the verse. Urso on the chest, bear scars in the verse. Urso on the chest, bear scars in the verse. City noticed movement that was calm and clean. Power always circles the discipline. Whispers came heavy from the northern cold, Urso Mafia. Silent and controlled, met Yuri, first leader. Winner in his gaze, true words spoken, whole rooms obey. Didn't need volume, didn't need threats. Power sat still, demanded respect. Then Boris and council, numbers and schemes. Chessboard thinker playing life in extremes. Second brother, mind sharp as steel. Playing so deep they don't look real. Three brothers, one code, blood locked tight. They saw Diego's past, saw a loyalty fight. From dispensary time to the circle of bears. He didn't chase power, power met him there. Grow with respect or it dies in your hands. Same rule for the streets, same rule for a man. Pressure makes diamonds or breaks your plan. Beg no forever, we don't fold, we stand. Grow with respect or it dies in your hands. Same rule for the streets, same rule for a man. Pressure makes diamonds or breaks your plan. Beg cold forever, we don't fold, we stand. Grow with respect or it dies in your hands. Same rule for the streets, same rule for a man. Pressure make diamonds or breaks your plan. Beg cold forever, we don't fold, we stand. Grow with respect or it dies in your hands. Same rule for the streets, same rule for a man. Pressure make diamonds or breaks your plan. Beg cold forever, we don't fold, we stand. From glass jars to iron claws, remember the name. Diego Lopez carved truth in the flame. From cookies to councils where the strong stay raw. Good man, bad deeds under Urso law.
Yeah. Urso Mafia roots. Mike Johnson drifting through the map, no roots. Different city, same smoke from the coupe. Grease on his hands, knowledge deep in the block. Learned engines in the dark, not a school, not a shop. Imports whisper when the turbo inhale. He speak fluent, red line boost. Detail from chop bays to night races under street lamps. Outrun sirens, leave laws in the heat stamp. Never flashy, never sloppy, stay low. Cash jobs, fake names everywhere he go. No, life fast, morals bent but not broke. Crime subtle like a whispering smoke. Los Santos customs, just another phase. Clock in, clock out, stack pay, disengage till the car roll in. Quiet but mean, Boris behind the wheel, if you know what I mean. Four wheels spin, no place called home. Life in the rear view, never alone. Red and blue flash, but I still glide through. Built by the streets now, Urso crew. Drift wide, stay low, bears move quiet. Good man, bad deeds, keep the balance right. From customs paid, the bloodline truth, I don't drift alone. Urso Mafia route.
They bonded over camera, grip tie, weird talk, racing lines, losing cops in the square. Mike grin, talking, drifting through the block. Speed kill fear when the task hit the top. Told boys about imports, crime kept clean, never loud, never sloppy, never seen. Life lived sideways, risk well measured. Freedom tasted when the law get pressured. Boris nodded, said less than he knew. The silence heavy, like a plane coming through. Good men, he said, do bad things right for the people, for balance, for the long-term fight. Few nights later, no lips, no tools, just Yuri Dimitri. Eyes ice, cold cool. Didn't ask where he from, didn't ask his name. Past don't matter when the code the same.
Four wheel spin, no place called home. Life in the rear view, never alone. Red and blue flash, but I still glide through. Built by the streets now, Urso crew. Drift wide, stay low, bears move quiet. Good men, bad deeds, keep the balance right. From customs base, the bloodline truth, I don't drift alone. Urso Mafia route.
Urso Mafia, structure not noise, power stay hidden, I flex for the boys. Same rules as the road, precision and trust. One wrong move and the whole thing does. Mike's all family, not change, not fear, same loyalty. He give the gears instead, initiation. Ain't gold, ain't fame, just a nod, a bond, and a shared last name. Now when ties scream through a midnight turn, there's purpose in the slide. Lessons learned, cities change, but the code stay true. Bear in the shadow, engine breaking through. He still drift wide, still live fast, but now every move echo past the past, not just running. He part of a line, still blood brothers, perfectly timed, yeah.
Rear view, Scar City lights gone. Engine loud, but the code stay strong. No crown, no throne, just loyalty proof. From Lone Wolf Roads to the Urso truth. Slide clean, move quiet, never slide, ever slide. Good man, bad thing. Urso Mafia, Urso Mafia.
Yeah. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
He came rumbling through the city in a tow truck beast, dragging cars out of alleys like a man unleashed. Didn't matter who owned it or how loud they'd shout. John Dong hooked first and sorted the rest out. A legend on the streets where the engine scream. A blue-collar soldier with a gasoline dream. No fear in his stride, no quit in his tone. He made the whole damn city feel like his toe zone. Started working for Yuri just to earn a little pay, but loyalty showed loud in the smallest ways. Never late, never scared, never back from a task. A man who'd do anything the family would ask. Yuri watched him grind, watched him stand tall, watched him take heat without folding at all. And somewhere between the engines, the grease and the grime, John Dong earned his colors one job at a time. He's the first one in when the trouble goes wrong, the last one out when the night runs long. No fear in his chest, no quit in his song. That's the life of the soldier they call Jalong. He's the first one in when the trouble goes wrong, the last one out when the night runs long. No fear in his chest, no quit in his song. That's the life of the soldier they call John Dong. He's the guy who'll say I did it before you even ask. Take the charge, take the heat, take the whole damn task. Not because he's reckless, not because he's blind, but because loyalty's carved in the bones of his spine. He'll sit in a cell with a grin on his face, knowing the family's safe because he took their place. Some men chase glory, some chase the throne. John chased the moment to prove he's forged from concrete and bone. When the brothers roll out, he's riding the back, though chain swinging like a weapon on his back. He's not the loudest, not the biggest, not the meanest around, but he's the one you call when you need someone down. He's grit in the gears, he's steel in the night. A soldier who works while others take flight. Cross the Urso name and you'll learn real strong. John Dong's the man who drag your whole world along. He's the first one in when the trouble goes wrong, the last one out when the night runs long. No fear in his chest, no quit in his song. That's the life of the soldier they call John Dong. He's the first one in when the trouble goes wrong, the last one out when the night runs long. No fear in his chest, no quit in his song. That's the life of the soldier they call John Dong. He started as an employee, he became a soldier. Now he's family, and he'll tow the weight of the world if Urso asks. Don, don, don.
She grew up where the city never learned to sleep. Thin walls, cold nights, secrets buried deep. A mother with locked doors and a mind full of ghosts. A father who vanished like a rumor of most. Lily learned early how to listen, not speak. How danger breeds different when the night turns bleak. By 13 she moved like a whisper in a crowd. By 15 she knew trust was a currency too loud. 16 years old when the storm came down. Rain on the windows, blood on the ground. A shattered mirror, an overturned chair. Her mother was gone but the truth stayed there. The cops called it runaway, closed the case clean. But Lily saw shadows where others saw routine. Whoever took Myra never thought she'd survive. But Lily slipped into darkness and came out alive. She's the blade in the dark, the calm in the fight. The shadow that moves when you turn off the light. She hunts for the truth with a fire that bites. That's the legend they whisper of Lily at night. She vanished from the world and rebuilt from the pain. Learned the languages of danger, the logic of the insane. Smugglers taught her silence, fixers taught her skill. The forbidden taught her patience and the power of will. Combat strategy, locks of every kind. She mastered the art of reading the human mind. Now reckless, not cruel, just precise in her tone. A woman forged by shadows but carved from her own. She protected the small, refused the helpless as prey. Turned down contracts that would stain her in the wrong way. Some called her a savior, others whispered her name. Like a warning you speak when you're playing a bad game. But she didn't chase fear, didn't chase fame. She chased the truth behind her family's blame. Every sealed door, every secret she'd find, searching for answers that kept her alive in her mind. Then she met John Dong on a night without lies. A tow truck soldier with fire in his eyes. He didn't flinch at her shadows, didn't fear her scars. Just saw the woman beneath all the battles and bars. For the first time she felt something warm in her chest. Not danger, not duty, something dangerous at best. Hope that dared her to stop running from life. Hope that whispered she could be more than a knife. Now she stands with the brothers, sharp and proud. A silent storm that can quiet a crowd. Loyal to the family like she's loyal to her own. A woman who finally found a place to call home. Cross John Dong or Urso and you'll learn real fast. The last night is the future, the present, the past. Now born dangerous but shaped by the fight. And she'll guard this family with all of her might. She's the blade in the dark, the calm in the fight. The shadow that moves when you turn off the light. She hunts for the truth with a fire that bites. That's the legend they whisper of